Hey everybody, Mac to Monster, back with Marvel Heroes. We got Gambit on the chopping block. And now we get the Royal Beatdown 2015 1.0. And basically, he's better than ever. So going into the build, you get tons of points again. And you get to take everything you want. So you got to do 20 points in Raging Cajun. And now with the extra points, we can do 20 points in Sleight of Hand, 20 points in House of Cards, 20 points into 52 card pickup, 20 points into Bow Beatdown, 20 points into Street Sweep, 20 points into Savant Expert, and then I put a point into Bow Vault because I like to vault around as opposed to good time rolling around. 1 point into Cheat Death, 1 point into Sticky Fingers, and then the rest of the points I put into Royal Flush just for an AoE that I rarely ever even use because this counts as a ranged area ability, ranged power here. So that gives us our range juice. And that's the build. And actually the Bow Beatdown itself, even though it's a Spirit Burner, is actually on my use of like a basic power instead of using a basic power. And gearing, I got the defensive Euro because we're melee, and he was squishy before, a little bit more solid now. But with the River of the Soul, that's going to allow us to sustain Bow Beatdown on things. He's all physical. Well, he was all physical. Nope. He's not all physical, but Bow Beatdown is all physical. So that brings up a ponderance. And considering a majority of the damage really is going to come from Bow Beatdown, I went with the Advanced Crimson Crystal Cedric to really make that Bow Beatdown harder. Pim Growth Serum. Here's where you could sit there and throw in an Danger AI, but it's up to you. Actually, an Advanced Meta Sensory Array would be a good one too, but you'll lose some health. There's some interesting choices to make. It's up to you. I like the Dr. Doom Medallion because of the power duration and the chance to fear. Then you got the you got the Spirit, damage rating, and hit points on top of it all. It really suits his kind of character really, really well, especially when you're doing one-on-one cosmic bosses. Advanced Kung Fu Trading Sequence, melee, it just goes well. Advanced Super Soldier Serum, and I can't say enough for this. It's attack speed, hit point regeneration, spirit regeneration, and defense. It's like Relic of Lemuria. It's just awesome. He's actually got an Excalibur. It's not maxed out, but when it is, he will be insanely better. Sorry, got a little cold. Hit points, crit rating, move speed, very good for him. Hit points on the core, 3-to-1 core, very good. And damage rating, I would still say the physical damage rating is probably more important than anything because of the Bow Beatdown. But some damage does come from energy, so it's really, really tough to say. If we had melee damage, that'd be nice too. But let's go destroy a Cosmic Dr. Octopus. And he will absolutely destroy it. No buffs or anything, you get the buffs. But you want to make sure you're laying down that that little bit of the Street Sweep. Because every time it hits, it sets off with Savant Master, which is why it's nice. So I got some blues around, you can just go to Raging, and then you'll start burning them out. And that's basically what his signature does. Locks you in place for a second, you take a lot less damage, and then it does alright damage. I was never really impressed by it, but it's good on bosses. It's not good in crowds. Sometimes I call him Mr. Pink. He basically makes the whole screen pink. I don't know why, but every time I see that, I always think that's an open door. So when you're doing like curse for those mobs, this is where this bow vault really comes in handy because you can leap over their shots. Curse's big bad attack is really conal, so you can kind of go around them as long as you can see it. Sometimes you can't see it, but if you do this, like this, you can avoid a lot of the damage. Then you can start picking up when he actually is doing the attack, and you can see his little movements, and you get used to it, and then you don't die. And if you have a lot of hit points like this, you also don't die. Oh, this death black staff's going up. Avoid those. Those hurt, see? They did lower the damage on them. They used to really, really hurt. Mortar's never good. The Death's Black Staff makes him turn pink there. And basically stuns him for 3 seconds. Kind of nice. Now that I'm inside, I'll do the signature on him. Rage and Cajun before you do the signature. Does a lot more damage. He's pretty easy. My Gambit's definitely geared. But if you back him up with hit points, he's substantially well strong DPS. I don't have everything, but I got good amounts of stuff. You just gotta have to have hit points to take some damage because you're a melee. Most people do melee. You know, you're gonna do melee at 12,000 hit points. That ain't gonna work. I'm telling you. You can try at 15,000. I don't think that's gonna work on raids either. They really seem to be gearing people towards 20,000 hit points or more, which I'm fine with, you know. I've always played that way. And, nothing good. Nope. So that's it. That's the Royal Beatdown 2015. Even more viable, definitely deadly. Very, very strong. You got a group, you'll lay down tons of damage, even though you're so tanky. You'll do tons of damage. I mean, I tore apart Dr. Octopus in no time. So, hope it helps. Hope you guys enjoyed, and talk to everyone later.